G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel. As the title states, my VZ won't start. I'm going to show you how to basically jump start it, hot wire it. I don't know. I'm going to short out the starter relay. These things are pretty well commonly known for killing the ECU. Did a lot of research and small trips, which I use this for work. They don't get up to operating temperature. It's basically cold, start, drive home, turn off, which is like 2-3 minutes from where I work to home. Just done that for a good almost a year now, and obviously it's taken its toll. So yeah, I'm going to show you how I got it started, because when these things just die, they're in the middle of nowhere and you know you're stranded. They don't usually just happen in the driveway at home. I was actually looking at getting rid of it. I was at someone's house who was going to take it, and it died on me. Never had issues in the 2 years or so that I've had it, and then it just dies on me. So yeah, needless to say, I didn't get that sale. So yeah, I'll show you how I got it started. Took a little bit of research on the internet to find out sort of what I could do, what I couldn't do, but I'm pretty sure it's the ECU. Yeah, come take a look and I'll show you what I'm dealing with. And it's a pretty shit day today, so get a lot of wind through the mic. I'm sorry, not much I really do it at the moment. I'm just running off my phone. So let's dive on in and show you how we start this old girl. Alright, so the car's been sitting here for well over a week while I've been at work. Now, I don't know if it's going to start or not. Sometimes it did, most of the times it didn't. Once I jump started, I could start it by the key for about 5 minutes, and then it won't start at all via the key again. I've got to use the jump starter, which is me a little bit of wire in the starter relay. Now, this car being a VZ, usually they come up with lots of codes, but this one here I never did. So this is the onslaught of things I'm faced with now. I'm trying to start it. Nothing. It's got a full tank of fuel in it, so I'm not sure why it's saying it's empty. Service vehicle soon, and that's all been done. Fuel gauge error, contact dealer. So these are the messages that I'm getting, and I'm getting an SVS light in the corner. Well, I was getting an SVS thing in there. So yeah, these are what I'm faced with. With a bit of research on the internet, other people were having different error messages, and they could jump start it as well. So depending on what goes out in your ECU, even if that's it, or the body control module, I don't know what my problem is yet. I'm about to do a 80-kilometer drive to the service dealer to get it looked at. So I don't know if it's going to make it. When I do jump start this thing with the wire, yeah, it seems to shift pretty hard. So obviously there's definitely an issue with something somewhere and it doesn't like it. But hey, if it can save you a tow fee or whatnot, it's a win-win in my book. So yeah, let's see how we go jump starting it. All right, guys. Now I'm not saying this is always going to work with every car. It worked with mine. Wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. Definitely if you're stuck somewhere and you really need to get going, or it's, you know, it could be stuck in the bloody traffic lights for all I know. So yeah, what you got to do, you're going to have to make sure you have the ignition on, which I'm about to do. Which mine is. Sorry about this, is where the bloody wind's going to affect the microphone a bit, so just bear with me. So your starter relay is the very first one. You can probably use your fingers, but fuck it, I've got pliers. Now I've got a fairly large gauge wire here, because it is, you know, the main cable for your starter motor, so it definitely needs to be something that can handle a few amps. What pins are that? Let's have a look. So what we want to short out is 85 and 87. I'm using pliers just because I don't want my hand anywhere near it. So you just push it in there. And it doesn't work. Let me reset the ECU. Maybe my key reader on my key wasn't touching. And security was working. There we go. So now we've got the car started. Everything seems to be working alright. Even got the fuel gauge back. That's, like I said, I did probably 1 kilometre since filling it up, so it's not even reading right, but at least it says I got something in there. And now I've got check powertrain. So, you know, get rid of that and put it in the corner. And yeah, when I shift it, it's just pretty hard. Yeah, that's alright. Hopefully it gets me the 80 odd Ks that I need. And then, yeah, Holden's they're going to plug it in and see what's going on and give me a quote. I'll let you know sort of how much it costs for me to fix it. The car's not worth much at all. In fact, it was given to me for free, so if it cost me $1,000 for a new ECU, you know, it's still worth it, I guess. It does get me to and from work, so I don't have to use the burnout cars. So yeah, the old LGSA blue, you know, tub liner sprayed car has been, yeah, my daily now. So it's, yeah, it's a bit how you going. So, all right, guys, I'll yeah, head off to Port Augusta and see how much this is going to cost and what exactly my problem was. All right, so let's hit the bloody road. One of the things I do have is my little jumpy cabley thing, because I don't know if this thing's going to just quit on me. I don't even know if I'm able to do, you know, the speed limit. To 110 would be nice to get home. Drink. All right, let's hit the track. Back's full of tools, just in case I need to pull this thing to shreds. All right, let's try this. Found something new. Car's making some funky noises through the audio, I think. No. Yeah, she's not happy. Haven't even left the driveway yet. Alright, we're a few Ks in. Yay, I can do highway speed, which is a good sign, and I can even use cruise control, so that's a bonus. The downshifts on this thing at the moment, just driving through town, slowing down to the corner, it just goes back to first at like 40, probably 30, I'll probably exaggerate a bit there, but it's pretty bloody rough. It's not ideal, so keep on the road. Luckily I got my assistant in the passenger seat holding the camera. Yeah, stay tuned, guys. A couple of things probably worth mentioning. You know, every car's different. This worked with my car to get it going. You might have a similar problem and it probably won't work, or you might have a fucking completely different problem and it does work. My engine did just stall on me. He was driving fine prior to turning it off in old mate's driveway. When he went to take it for a test drive, it was just completely dead. So I didn't even know what was happening. Started, drove, everything was exactly the same as it would every other day. Shut it down, went to restart it, and bucket full of problems. So somewhere between turning it off and it sitting there for like 3 or 4 minutes to restarting, died. So yeah, so I wasn't driving when it happened. It was driving fine before it happened. Every car is different, like I said. So hey, if it gets you out of a sticky situation, give it a shot. Just use caution. I mean, we are shorting the starter relay out. Make sure you get the pins right. Usually there are fuses and that behind it, just in case you do something fucking stupid. But yeah, if it doesn't work the first time, don't keep shoving shit everywhere. Just stick to the pins that I told you to stick to. Don't go putting wires everywhere else, because it's not very good practice. So yeah, so far so good. I'm halfway to Port Augusta now to get this car fixed. Haven't had an issue. Music's going, aircon's working, it's all good. So yeah, catch you later. Alright, so it's the next day. I just picked the car told them not to worry about fixing it. They've quoted me just shy of $2,000. They carried out some tests with the, they put a different BCM in there and programmed it to the ECU, or tried to, and the problem was still there. So they basically said, yeah, the ECU is cactus. They've tested the wiring as well, to and from, and everything points towards the ECU, which is sort of what I thought was the problem. So yeah, paid $88 to get scanned and for them to do what they did, which is pretty reasonable, but $2,000, it's not worth it. I mean, I don't give a shit about the car that much. So yeah, if you guys have got any ideas on how to fix the car cheaper, yeah, at the moment it's just going to be parked up. It still shifts like a bloody idiot, so park it up, leave it, and I'll try and work out something to do with it. But yeah, basically $2,000 is just not worth it. Alright, well, I guess that's probably the end of the video, because I'm not going to go much further with it unless I find a cheaper way to fix it. And if I do, I'll let you guys know all up what it cost. G'day everyone, I got the Commodore back now. It's been about 2 weeks and I spent $1,200 to get it the way it should be going. Generally, when you do a bit of research on the internet on what way you can go about an ECU failing on you, which is pretty common, you have to get either a new ECU, which is quite expensive, and then you've got to get it all programmed in by a Holden dealer, or Holden dealer you're supposed to buy new. You get a second-hand unit which needs to be deprogrammed and reprogrammed into the car, or you go get a full set of securities like ECU, PIM, body control, and the key fob and everything like that there. You've got to make sure you get the right engine with the right transmission, the right gear. There's quite a lot of hoops you've got to go through, but then there's also a risk that it's going to throw up ABS codes, because apparently they talked ABS and I just didn't want any lights, I wanted it done properly. So I went the fourth option, which took me a while to research, but you can actually send these ECUs away. I had to go through a local shop from where I am to do it, because the people I was speaking to get the computer redone, they don't go through the public, they want to go through a dealership. So yeah, went there, 2 weeks later, just under, it's back, $1,200, it's ready to go. If anyone wants to buy a VZ Commodore, hit me up, I want to sell it. Other than that, I'll take it out of the bonnet, have a look at the new ECU, and or refurbished one. They've painted it, which is good, and put a sticker on it, I guess. So just go check it out. Alright, that's the location of the ECU, which is at the front of the engine, where it gets nice, hot, cold, rain and everything else on it. But that's it, it's all painted. Must have a warranty sticker on it from, or some case number for it, but yeah, that's it under there. Anyway, that's it. Well, anyway guys, hope this might have helped you. A little bit of story, because there's so many different ways you can go about fixing a VZ, and they get so many problems with them. So yeah, anyways, cheers for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.